What is up, everybody? I am Ant, and I am joined by my friend and co-host. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Chris Morales, co-host of the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Happy to be back, joined by Anthony here. We haven't done too much recently. Saw your episode with Tyler, excuse me, on the
Higher,
Tyler on the Raw's War, so that was awesome to see. Happy you guys covered that. So I'm just excited here to get back at it again and talk some SmackDown.
100%. And I mean, listen, why not grace everybody your WWE pay-per-view champion, the longest reigning WWE pay-per-view champion of
Rumble's coming
all
up this month,
time?
baby.
Listen, the Rumble's coming up, and I can't wait to defeat you and defend my title. Listen, you might be all mysterious, you might have mystique about you, but the one thing that isn't a mystery is that I will walk out of the Royal Rumble still WWE pay-per-view champion because I am, unlike Austin Theory, I am the real forever champion, and I'm holding my title. And it is okay. And my friend is giving me a call. Nikki, I love you. This is making it. I'm in the process of recording right now. So when you see this, just know that that is why I'm doing this to your phone call. Anyways, Christian, just so you know, I'm ready to whip your ass
Oh shit.
at the
Okay.
Royal Rumble,
We'll
and not
see.
in a kinky way, in a way of that I'm gonna walk a mud hole on your ass and defeat you at the Royal Rumble.
We'll see
When's
about
that? Is
that.
it January 28th? When's the date for the
I
Rumble?
think it's the 28th or the 27th.
Fun breaking news for everybody here. It's not really breaking news if you're on Facebook, but WWE Money in the Bank,
28th.
the 28th. Yeah, see, I know my stuff. Where are they gonna be?
Where for the Rumble?
Yeah,
San Antonio.
San Antonio, the Alamo Dome, right?
I believe they're playing at. I believe they're having the show at the Houston Astros
Oh,
Stadium.
okay. Okay. Well, anyways, so the Royal Rumble, excited for that. But July 1st, WWE Money in the Bank is going to jolly good England, London,
That's
England.
cool, man.
Excited about
That's
that.
very
That's
cool.
awesome. Very
That's very
excited.
cool.
So a lot of cool stuff happening in the year 2023. But we're gonna cover WWE Friday Night SmackDown, the last WWE show of the year 2022, live from December 30th in Tampa, Florida. And Bray Wyatt comes out to start the show. And Bray says, "Hello, my name is Bray Wyatt. I don't think of myself as a good person. I don't regret much. However, I do regret what I did last week. I attacked a cameraman, and that man didn't deserve it." LA Knight comes out, and Knight says, "You've got to be kidding me." Bray got gamed by a megastar named LA Knight. What happened to you? You paid a goon to dress up like Captain Howdy, but you're still the responsible party, and it's time you pay the check. So LA Knight still thinks Bray Wyatt is in on this whole situation. Um, and it says the Rumble is coming down the pike. It will be my first, and I want to make it special. I will take it you and wait, I will take you and put you out of your misery. And then Bray says, "You little idiot, who do you think you're talking to, son? I've been patient. I think you're right. Maybe I need to remind you how cool I could be when I feel like it. I accept your challenge for the Rumble." Um, the two of them, and we get the Embrace the Dark promo, and then Uncle Howdy appears on the stage. Howdy walks to the ring, takes off his hat. He stares at both men, and then Howdy stands right next to Bray, and he hits Bray Wyatt with a Sister Abigail, and he puts on the hat and leaves, he being Uncle Howdy. LA Knight looks confused. Everyone is confused. I've had a feeling they're going to be against Bray. I've been saying it for weeks. So what do you think?
You know, Uncle Howdy attacking Wyatt is I didn't expect to see that. Just because, I would assume here that, I'm just surprised to see Uncle Howdy appearing is in general is
Yep.
basically what I'm trying to say. Everyone thinks it's Bo Dallas. So do I. I think it's Bo Dallas as well. It just makes, sense. The only reason I could see not being Bo Dallas is, I believe he was fired from the WWE, but it was like a bad, like they ended with him on really bad terms. So I don't know if they would take him back, but WWE is currently under new creative right now, so we don't know, but it's not been confirmed. I think most people thought that Uncle Howdy was going to go after LA Knight because we see that LA Knight thinks that Wyatt didn't thinks that Wyatt is the one attacking him and not Uncle Howdy. So I thought Uncle Howdy was going to go for LA Knight here, but this is something that needs to they need to spill this and they need to go whatever they're doing with this ASAP Rocky because this is 2 weeks in a row now where we've seen Uncle Howdy appear on SmackDown. So I think either this tomorrow night or SmackDown before the Rumble or something, we should know who Uncle Howdy is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I just don't understand the whole situation now.
No,
You
I
know,
don't. It's with Howdy attacking
yeah,
Wyatt. I don't understand it
I
now.
don't get it. I'm glad I'm glad that my prediction was right. But again, like they need to explain it. And I
Absolutely.
do agree with you. If they were gonna do that whole reveal, they should have made it at the Rumble.
hmm
But we'll
I
see.
mean, it's cool for him to come out and tease, but they've done this 2 weeks in a row. I don't think they should do that. I think that the next time we see Uncle Howdy should be like him revealing, like we should know who Uncle Howdy is by the next time we see him.
I agree. Well, next we see Sami Zayn backstage, and he's trying to get inside the Bloodline's backstage door. Paul Heyman comes down. And he's basically like, Roman's busy. And he's like, the whole concept of Roman Reigns being here and the whole crowd chanting your name is not the right act, pretty much. So Paul's pretty much telling Sammy, like, Roman's not happy with the fact that the crowd is chanting your name. What do you think here? Because I feel like, do we think that this is do we think this is a good, like, I mean, we always knew Roman was going to turn on Sammy, but is this a good enough reason for the head of the table to turn on Sammy because the crowd is chanting for him? I get it. Roman likes the crowd, but like, I thought his whole character is that he didn't care. He was just the man.
Right. I personally think this is just another sign of the bloodline going to turn on Sami Zayn. Like him not wanting to be in the lot, not them not wanting him to be. I just think this is literally if the guys, if you're watching SmackDown and you're not seeing this, I don't know what your guys watching because it's clear as hell at this point that the bloodline is going to turn on Sami Zayn. So that's what I think. That's just what I think is gonna happen because Roman isn't happy. Like you said, Roman's not happy about the fans reacting to Sami.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's happening. I didn't want it to happen that way. I thought personally, you know, Solo, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Solo's been throwing up the ones recently. He's been acknowledging the bloodline. I genuinely think the bloodline are going to turn on Sami Zayn, and I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be at the Rumble. I think I think something happens between Sane or Roman and Owens that
Mm,
the Rumbles where the bloodline splits, and then they're gonna
okay.
build it up for WrestleMania.
Uh, yeah, but I don't want to see fucking Roman versus Sammy at
I
Mania.
don't either. Or I don't either. I don't either.
Okay, well, our first match of the night, Solo Sikoa taking on Sheamus with the Brawling Brutes. Here are just some quick notes. Sheamus clothesline Solo to the outside. Solo chokes Sheamus's neck and hits a running hip attack in the corner. Sheamus nails a power slam and a big knee. He being Sheamus, nails an Irish curse and then a Texas cloverleaf. The Usos pull Solo outside, and the Brutes and the Usos fight outside the ring. And Sheamus dives onto the Usos outside, which was really cool to see Sheamus flying over the ropes. But Solo nails a Samoan spike to Sheamus and gets a 3 count. After the match, the Bloodline attacks Sheamus until Drew McIntyre returns, and McIntyre and the Brawling Brutes take out the Bloodline. So now that McIntyre is back, there's a big threat, a big target on the Bloodline. Are you happy to see Drew McIntyre back? What do you think of the
Oh,
match?
of course, I love Drew McIntyre. Is one of my all-time favorites. Always happy to see him, working in WWE. I thought this was the best match of the night, and it's the first one. These are the two of the toughest motherfuckers in WWE right now. Um, Solo continues to build up that momentum. They're booking Solo very, very strong recently. which is good. They're not giving him any, they're not involving him in just bloodline stuff. The WWE knows that he's a singles competitor and they're using him as that right now. So he's been booked better than he has been recently. Um, I like Solo using that Samoan spike because of his uncle Umaga, but we've seen it before. I think he should, use his old finisher he had at NXT. It was some type of like slam. He like slammed him on his
Yeah,
head or something. I
yeah.
don't know. But I thought this was a good match, man. I hope Solo wins the singles title soon because I really like the guy. Really. I think he I know people say this a lot, but man, and I've been saying this since his NXT days. Every time I look at that motherfucker, I just cannot stop but think about Umaga. Like I just can't. So that's why I'm a huge fan of Solo. Happy to see him get the win here. Hopefully, gets a title in the future.
Well, let's move on and talk about this next situation. The WWE SmackDown
Oh
Women's
God, don't get me
Championship on
fucking
the
started
line.
on this shit.
The champion Ronda Rousey with Shayna Baszler defending against Raquel Rodriguez. Here are some notes. Raquel military presses Ronda onto the apron and nails a running splash in the corner. Raquel accidentally runs her shoulder first into the ring post. But Raquel ends up blocking an armbar and applies a Boston Crab. Ronda applies an ankle lock, and Raquel slams Ronda onto the apron and rolls through and lands a fallaway slam to Ronda. But Ronda applies a sleeper. However, Raquel runs Ronda into the post. Raquel nails a big boot and a spinning elbow off the top, and Shayna Baszler pulls Raquel off the top rope. Referee kicks Shayna out, and the ending comes after Ronda applies an armbar on the top rope, and Ronda drops Raquel to the mat with the armbar still applied, and Raquel taps out. Ronda retains the title. Now, after the match, um, Ronda basically, you know, holds up the title and basically just says like, "No one can beat me. I'm the best." Da, 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 da. And then as someone came out, new song too, whole new attire. Like this is a whole new gimmick we're getting from the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She returns to SmackDown Live, and Ronda says, "Let me guess, your arm is better, and you won a title shot at the Royal Rumble. How are you feeling, Queenie?" Charlotte says, "No, I'm challenging you tonight." And Ronda says, "You're in, bitch. I'm feeling spicy." So Ronda Rousey now, after defeating Raquel, is going to put her title on the line against the former champion, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte goes for a spear to Ronda. And then a big boot to Shayna. Flair rolls up Ronda and gets a 3 count. And Charlotte Flair is your new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. Let's talk about this. What did you think about this whole entire situation? What did you think? So you're on mute, my friend.
Sorry about that. Um, sorry, prepared, for some people might not like what I have to say about this, man, if you're a Charlotte Flair fan, but this was a big fucking mess. This was bullshit. Let's talk about the Raquel Rodriguez match and Ronda match first. It was a long, it was too long. If this was I thought this was the match we were gonna get at the Rumble. So for this match to go that long, no, this was way too long. Rousey overworked the fuck out of Raquel. Raquel's arm obviously does not look good. She shouldn't have had the match. It's a good storyline and they have chemistry because we've seen it in the past. If Raquel Rodriguez's left arm was more like better, it would have been a better match. But I think Rousey overworks Raquel here because I could see in the match her arm was not 100%. So it makes sense for Rousey to want to fight somebody else. Now, this is what I don't understand though. It doesn't make sense at the same time. We thought we were gonna get Ronda versus Raquel at the Rumble. Now, if you want to, since WWE likes to dick suck Charlotte Flair, why don't you just put Charlotte Flair in the Women's Rumble and have her win it and do Ronda versus Rousey again? Like, why does it have to be on a random episode on the last SmackDown of the year when we have a match when we are all expecting Ronda versus Raquel at the Rumble? So my thing is what they're and before I get into that, I think Charlotte coming back and winning the title right away is so stupid. I understand Charlotte Flair. Yes, she's the best worker in in the females division. I don't care. I'm taking her over any WWE female. But I do and I don't like her, but I have to give her the respect she deserves. But at the same time here, what you weren't even gone because you were fucking hurt, bitch. You were gone because you and your fucking Andrade were getting married in Mexico. He decided to go back to work right after the guys' wedding, and you decided to fucking stay at home all day and do nothing. And now you think you can come back in and win the fucking title like it's your fucking business. No, it's bullshit. Like you can like what I've never seen this with anybody. I've never seen where somebody takes a short amounts of break for so long, comes back and fucking keeps getting the championship wins. Okay, Roman has been champion for 2 years straight. 2 years straight. I'm only mentioning this because everyone's getting tired of seeing Roman as champion, right? He's had the title for 2 consistent years while this bitch loses it, gains it back, takes months away from work, comes back and gets it right back. Like I don't like it. It was stupid. This was a stupid match. They shouldn't have even done Raquel versus Rousey. They sure as hell shouldn't have gave Charlotte Flair the title right away because it's stupid. Like it's stupid. Now what? What are we gonna get? Ronda versus Charlotte at the Rumble? Okay.
I
Rousey was, I'm I don't even want to talk about
I
it.
mean, yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling they're probably gonna try to do
She's babyface
Ronda,
now though. Is she babyface
Charlotte.
now?
Yeah, I guess because she won the crowd. I have a feeling they're probably gonna try to do Ronda and Becky at Mania. I think so. They probably want to separate Ronda from the women's title picture, but I do probably do see them fighting at the Rumble. Yeah, I agree. Maybe they should have had her wait and come back at the Rumble. But again, I will say in surprise factor, this was cool because nobody expected it, and I'm all about the surprise.
Yes,
That's the only good
absolutely.
thing
This
about
is
it.
this is what we like. Us wrestling
Yeah,
fans, we like surprises like this. So I my live reaction was so good, man. I wish I would have got it on video, man. It was crazy. I sure as fuck didn't expect it. So I get that is the only thing that came good out of this
the
situation to
Queen
me,
is
that
back.
nobody expected it. So this was good. That was the only thing good. I just can't. No, this was stupid. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay, so we see a bunch of wrestlers backstage, and they make fun of Top Dollar for
That
dripping on the ropes, and he gets
was
pissed.
awesome, dude.
Um, Imperium then come out to the ring and they pretty much show a video package on Intercontinental Champion Gunther. Braun Strowman comes out and Braun says, "You haven't beaten me. Maybe um a man hasn't beaten you, but what about a monster?" And then Imperium attack Braun. Gunther tries to chop Braun and Braun clotheslines Gunther. Strowman nails the Strowman Express to Imperium, but Gunther moves and Braun goes through the railing. Gunther nails Braun with a steel chair. Imperium then send Braun shoulder first into the ring steps, and Gunther applies an armbar to Braun and holds it until Ricochet runs out with a steel chair and Imperium leaves. So Imperium is able to annihilate the monster Braun Strowman. So maybe Gunther isn't that afraid of Braun. What do you think?
You know, I'm happy. Ever since Braun's been back, he's been not booked the best, in my opinion. This is somebody I want to see Braun work with. I think this has a lot of potential to be a good storyline. This was a good segment. This was overall good. They're making Braun look dominant. Um, and I just like how this was done, and this has a lot of potential to be a good storyline. I can't wait for these two to fight it out for the title.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I mean, hopefully that takes place at the Rumble. Who's,
Yeah,
I mean,
but they don't really like from the past, man. They don't defend those mid card titles. They didn't defend the United States or the Intercontinental excuse me. They didn't defend the
whoa.
Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship last year at last year's WrestleMania. So who fucking knows what they're gonna do with this match? But yes, I hope to see this at the Rumble.
Well, in 2 weeks Actually, this isn't going to happen in the Rumble. I'm wrong. In 2 weeks, it's going to happen. The Intercontinental Champion Gunther is going to defend
That's
against
right.
Braun
That's right.
Strowman on
That's right.
SmackDown.
That's right.
Next week we have the WWE Unified Tag Team Champions, the Usos, defending against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, and we have the first Royal Rumble qualifying match. Top Dollar taking on Ricochet all next week, tomorrow night on SmackDown. Our main event, we're going to talk about this quickly. The last match of 2022. Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens and John Cena. Everyone was making fun of John's messed up, hairline.
Oh man,
But
he's getting old. It's so
he's
sad.
getting old.
I'm 20 years old. He's been in the business my whole life, man. I did nothing but watch John Cena when I was a kid.
John Cena's the
I got a
man.
poster right here on my wall. So man, this was exciting for,
You don't see me. Anytime Cena comes out, I get excited.
hell yeah.
So pretty much Sammy and Kevin would start, but Roman wants in. Roman nails a big side slam to Kevin and gets a 2 count. Roman attacks John Cena and Sammy nails a haluva kick to John Cena outside to keep him out of the ring. The whole match is pretty much Roman and Sammy against Kevin. Kevin's able to nail a frog splash. Roman goes for a spear, but accidentally runs into the ring post. Cena gets tagged in, and they both take out Roman and Sammy. Kevin nails a stunner to Sami Zayn and gets a pin count. John Cena and Kevin Owens get the win. I was sad Cena didn't do more in this match because Cena's a shit. Kevin Owens and John Cena causing a rift with the bloodline. They're able to defeat Sami Zayn. What do you think?
What you just said at the end. Who pinned Sami Zayn? Who
Kevin
pinned
Owens?
Sami Zayn? That's all I gotta say. The blood, you know, Roman, they didn't make a big deal. Like Roman didn't make a big deal. He wasn't yelling at him or anything. But I think that we're recording this on the 5th, and first SmackDown of the year is tomorrow. So I don't think the Tribal Chief's gonna be happy at all. And the only thing I have to say about, because look, Cena didn't do shit. I knew where this was gonna go. I knew this was gonna be Kevin Owens taking the win. I didn't expect Owens pinning Sane, which that is a key in this thing because Kevin Owens pinning Sami Zayn, fuck, Roman Reigns isn't going to be happy. So that's all that right there. This match wasn't really anything as they build it up to be.
Yeah, it was boring.
It was so boring. Literally the only thing I have to say about it is Kevin Owens pinned Sami Zayn. That is something we need to watch for because that's if I feel like if it's like John Cena pinning him or something, but this is Kevin Owens pinning. Like that's not the way you lose, and especially you don't want to lose when you're an honorary Uso. So
100%.
this is gonna be a fucking interesting one to see next week, tomorrow. I wonder how Roman's gonna react about this loss.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're gonna have to see. But to wrap up this episode, what was your moment of the night?
Oh my God, I'm gonna
coming back and winning the title.
That is what I was gonna say. And as much as I hate it, Eric's my soul. I turned off the program after. I only turned it back on for the main event. I'm only gonna say it because it was just such a
Surprise.
it was just such a surprise, man. I
Okay.
didn't expect her to come back. I thought she was gonna come back at the Rumble. I didn't expect her to come back and win the title. So I'm gonna give moment of the night that because that's moment of the night because I just can't talk about it because it sucks. I hate the way it went down, but it was so unexpected, so it did get me out of my chair. So I'm gonna give moment of the night Charlotte coming back.
I can say this too. There is the first match announced for the Royal Rumble, the Pitch Black match, LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt. Mountain Dew Pitch Black. They're kind of sponsoring that, so I'm excited to see what that's going to be.
It's going to be exciting in the stadium. That's going to be cool.
Dude, Royal Rumble is coming to you. We have our WWE Monday Night Raw recap dropping tomorrow. That'll be exciting. A lot of stuff happened there. The first Raw of 2023. And yeah, so I agree with Christian. Charlotte Flair winning the title is definitely the moment of the night for me. But yeah, listen, this is a great year of SmackDown for 2022. I mean, a lot happened, but now listen, we're in 2023, new year, new life, new Christian.
Listen, man, 2023 has been okay I mean, I do the AEW stuff, so I'm gonna talk I'm gonna say it. Yesterday's episode of Dynamite was awesome.
It was very
This
good.
past Monday Night Raw was awesome. Like
Yep,
so far, so good, man. I'm excited to see where 2023,
I'm excited.
not just for pro wrestling, but for the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Pod as
For
well.
us, ooh, Christian, I'm excited to see where it goes for us too with that ponytail. It's a real turn on, sir. Yeah. Well, listen, we're two single studs out on the prowl, so I mean,
We
why not?
are. We are two single studs. Come on now. If you guys aren't,
Um,
if you guys don't want a little bit of uncensored, if you guys want uncensored, hit one of us up, man, because that's us.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, what are you doing?
This is a nail clipper. I just found it in my fucking
Uh,
floor. I found it in my desk.
okay, that's very funny. He's playing. Okay, yeah. This is the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast, and this is why you want to watch us on YouTube so you can see Christian play with a nail clipper because he's really into kinky stuff. Um,
Oh my god, that's funny.
Okay, yes, we will be back. Yeah, totally. The fucking weird cheer, of course, is featuring special guest appearance. We'll be back next time. Stay safe. And yeah, I can't wait for AEW. That's fun. A lot coming up. A lot coming up. All right. Be safe, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.